When you're nearing retirement, or maybe you've already retired, there are a lot of things to think about, and a lot of tough questions to answer, like do you have enough saved, or how much do I need to have saved? Well, today we're going to help answer some of those questions for you. Joining us today to discuss all of this, Gary Mattson, Laurel Steward, the father-daughter team at Mattson Financial Services, a firm that's been helping people retire successfully right here in West Michigan for decades. You can also catch them on their popular radio show, Money Mentors. Gary, Laurel have some of the most asked questions about retirement, I'm sure, out there. You hear them. First question, how much? This was just asked me, by the way. My wife just asked this.
Smart lady. I know it's coming.
She was like, what's the number? How much do we need to save for retirement? Is there a number?
Yes, and I love it because people come in and they think, I'm not going to sit down with somebody until I have $1 million. That's what I think I need. However, what you need versus what I may need in retirement is very different because why? What do you want to do? If you want to travel every weekend through the country and I'm going to sit at home and maybe read books, you can see how that's a very different plan. So that's why we truly talk about what is it you want to do, focusing on those dreams, those goals and desires. And we have people come in with a picture sometimes, not saying everybody has to, but it is really cool. So your wife should say, well, what does retirement look like for me? That's really the deciding factor. Then you come in and we say, okay, this is your goal. Let's talk about what you need to get there.
Excellent. So it's very individualistic.
Yeah, and some people want to back into it. Like, I mean, they check their list and say, well, this I'm not going to be spending because I'm not going to work anymore, so I'm not going to have as much gas, or I'm not going to have lunch costs, or those type of things. And a basic rule of thumb for us is that whatever your take at home is now, that's what you want to start with in retirement. And you're going like, really? Well, I'm not going to have all these other expenses. But you're going to be having expenses in different areas. And if that's what you're used to living on, that's your lifestyle, you don't want to cheapen or lessen your lifestyle in retirement. You want to have a better retirement.
No pay cuts going into retirement.
Oh my goodness, Dad, nobody wants that. So good point. How do I make that money last? Okay, that's probably the next question, right? We've figured out what the number is going to be for my specific instance. So how do I make sure that doesn't go away?
And that's the heavy lifting that we do for you. So we're going to go through and put some calculations together, and then we'll get back together and show you exactly this is what it looks like. You know, we talked about Social Security. Here are some options. You know, if you take Social Security at this time, then we're going to start taking, maybe you have a pension. So we really layer it out as to what we call an income report. So you can see exactly what it looks like out into age 90-something, building in cost of living adjustments, inflations, things like that along the way.
Is there a specific time someone should be talking for Social Security, getting that out? Is it 59 and a half? I know that's a magic number in the retirement world, right?
Well, not only just them, but also there's a lot of more pieces with that, because maybe you want to wait to age 70 for Social Security. It depends on where you're at in your report. Okay. So it's really about understanding what the taxes are, where you're at, and what you need in your income bucket for what we call that critical income need, the money you need every month to pay your ordinary bills, and then lifestyle money. And then we put that report together like we talked about, what's best in the Social Security realms, but also we show you in that report what happens when the market goes negative. I mean, we just had that last year. Think about it this way. In the last 23 years, a third of the time, the market's gone double-digit negative. How is that working in your portfolio? If you don't plan for those, you will plan to fail. So we plan for that for our clients, that the market for that critical income need, their income will not be affected by market movement. So that's all the pieces of making Social Security is there, options you have, there may be a pension or two, making sure it's working for you is so huge.
I think in your 50s, you know, I'm not saying it's too late if you're not in your 50s, but once you start in your 50s, it's good to have that checkup, you know, to make sure, what does my Social Security look like now? What's some projections, and am I on track? Do I need to do more, or am I doing good?
And if you're already in retirement, it's a huge time now to look at that increase you're getting in Social Security. How's that working for you, and how's that working against you? You're saying, well, how could that work against me? You could have higher Medicare rates. You could be in new tax brackets. There's a lot of things going on with that new rate increase that you really need to look at, and how that's working for you while you're in retirement too.
And I'm sure taxes are involved in this as well.
Oh boy, yes. You know.
Who smiles when they hear the word taxes?
We do, because we like saving you money in those.
Right, exactly. All about the planning. But I think that's so crucial, because nowadays it's really, the onus is on you to take care of your retirement, right? There aren't any pensions much anymore. I shouldn't say aren't any, but they've gone away. So it's really important to save that money, and if you're putting it into a pre-tax account like a 401k or a 403b, 457, that means all of that money, you might be that middle-class millionaire, and now you have to start taking from it. And every time you're taking a dollar, here comes the tax man. 4.25 for Michigan, and whatever your federal is, 12% and up. So let's look at that now. maybe look at some Roth conversions. You know, how do we get diversified across pre-tax, after-tax, no more tax in the future?
I love it. You got to pay taxes, but you don't want to pay too many. Right?
Yeah, and I know Christmas is over, but if you were the lucky one that got a Christmas present this year and you go, wow, I didn't really realize I wanted that, and it was a really special gift, that's what this is about for us. You smile when we talk about taxes because it's a special thing we do for our clients to keep them in that lowest tax bracket that is legally able for them to do.
All right, let's get people on the phone or at least in one of your places so they can talk more about this. I know you guys have a great offer.
For the first 5 callers, if you save $250,000 or more for retirement, it's a great opportunity to give us a call. Let's find a time for you to meet with one of our advisors in our office, and it's completely complimentary.
I love that. Complimentary is a good way to be. It's an incredible offer. All right, thank you, Gary and Laurel.
Thank you.
For you at home, take advantage and get that special offer from Mattson Financial. If you're in or near retirement, Gary, Laurel, the rest of the team will sit down with you personally to customize an enhanced retirement plan just for you. A comprehensive plan that includes a look at your investments, your income sources, taxes, all the things we were just talking about, so much more too. So it'll get you to and through that retirement you deserve. Reserve one of those spots now. Call 1-800-536-8907. That's 800-536-8907.